There is a lot of information and help for students who have hearing loss, but what about teachers with hearing loss? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that teachers can do to help them hear better in the classroom. Coming up. Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel, I cover a bunch of hearing-related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, consider hitting the subscribe button. There are over 6 million teachers in the United States alone, and an estimated 15% of them have hearing loss. Classrooms often have horrible acoustics and can get really noisy when students end up working in groups together. And if you're a teacher with hearing loss, this can be a big problem. There are a lot of resources for students with hearing loss in the classroom, but what about teachers with hearing loss? That's why in this video I created 5 things that you can do as a teacher to help you hear better in the classroom. Number 1, rearrange your students' seating. We know that the further away that you get from a sound source, the softer it will be by the time it gets to your ears. So if you can actually bring your students closer, have them sit up closer towards the front of the room, maybe arrange your seating in a way that it positions people more advantageously to you in your position, then it will dramatically improve how well you can hear them. Number 2 is changing the acoustics of the classroom. You can do things like putting up acoustical ceiling tiles or area rugs on the floor. You can even do acoustic panels along the wall. Basically what you want to do is remove as much reverberation from the classroom as you possibly can, and it doesn't have to be expensive, and you can even use it as a great teaching tool to teach students about acoustics. Number 3 is using an FM system. FM systems are typically thought of being valuable to students and students alone, but teachers can actually use FM systems for themselves. And one of my favorite FM systems is actually the Phonak Roger pen. With the Phonak Roger pen, you can use it in a variety of different situations, but you can actually take the pen and point it at the individual that you want to hear so you can hear that individual better. So if you end up having some kind of dialogue between multiple students, you can actually point that pen at different students depending on who's talking. What you can also do with that pen is actually set it on a desk closer to the group of students that you want to listen to and to be able to hear, and it will transmit that sound directly into your hearing devices. Using an FM system is hands down one of the best ways to help you hear better in pretty much any environment. Number 4 is make sure your hearing aids are programmed well. And what I mean by this is that they should have been fit using real ear measures. Basically what real ear measures are is they ensure that the hearing devices are actually programmed up to the prescription for your hearing loss. Now, if this is the first time that you're hearing me talk about real ear measures, I highly recommend that you watch my real ear measures video, which I will link up here as well as in the description below. It is by far the single most important aspect of getting fit and programmed with hearing aids. Number 5 is discuss your hearing loss with your students. How are your students supposed to know how to interact with you if you've never had a discussion with them about how you would prefer them to interact with you? Not only that, but you could teach them valuable communication skills that they can use not just in your classroom, but use down the road whenever they do happen to come into contact with another individual with hearing loss. And it's not good for just individuals with hearing loss, it's good for pretty much anybody. Good communication skills are good communication skills regardless of whether you have hearing loss or not. There you go, those are the 5 things that you can do as a teacher with hearing loss in order to help you hear better in the classroom. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Cliff, I don't make enough money to make all of these changes in my classroom and get all of this technology that I'm going to need in order to hear better. But I don't want you to worry. You see, the Americans with Disabilities Act actually requires employers that have 15 or more employees to furnish them with reasonable accommodations. Now, if you don't know what a reasonable accommodation is or you want to learn more about it, I will link a video in the card up here for you to check out. Also, I will link it in the description below for more information about reasonable accommodations and your rights as an employee. You can also check out the ADA's informational website, which is www.ada.gov, and another great website, which is www.askjan.org. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, go ahead and share it. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.